honestly, I'm just not fit for jail. Like, I'm not fit for, like, I'm so different than, most of the people in there. I'm not, like, all strong and big and bad like people, claim to be.
Sentencing. Anything on behalf of the state?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything from probation?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Shy?
Your Honor, I submitted a sentencing memorandum, and I believe that both his mother and himself provided something to this court, and we did have some conversation in chambers about Mr. Davenport. We're asking this court to let him continue his medical assist counseling, and other than that, there's nothing further.
Mr. Davenport, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor, first of all, I just want to say how ashamed I am of my decision that day. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I knew better than to do that. My dad's a pastor, we own a church, and I definitely grew up a lot better than to be making the decisions that I made that day. And, I don't have an excuse for it. I was just scared, and honestly, I'm just not fit for jail. Like, I'm not fit for, like, I'm so different than, most of the people in there. I'm not, like, all strong and big and bad like people, claim to be. I was out there working a full-time job. I was going to Bright Retreatment Center voluntarily because I knew that I had a problem, and I've been clean for about a year and a half, and I was doing, I was going to Bright twice a week, and I was doing groups and counseling, and I'm on methadone, and ever since then I've been doing great, and Your Honor, I just beg for your mercy today, and I know that I can make this different. I know that I can make this right, and I have a lot of support behind me, and especially my church, and I have a nice place to go to, my mom's house, and I just I'm not going to make an excuse today, Your Honor, because I know what I did was dangerous, and I'm just glad that it ended the way it did with, not a scratch to anyone's car or paint or anything, and I'm just glad that nobody got hurt, including myself. And, Your Honor, I'd just like to apologize for my decision.
Mr. Davenport, explain to me, if you will, when you were on supervision through my court 2 years ago, you pretty much just refused or didn't follow the court's orders. You ended up fleeing, absconding, if you will, from supervision for a period of time, cut off your monitor, as I recall. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Ended up not sending you to prison on that case and just letting you do some local time and terminating your supervision. But throughout I think that was I want to say 2 years, but yeah, that 2 years that you were kind of supposed to be on supervision, you kind of did nothing. Why should I believe you now when my experience with you has been that you don't follow rules, you seem to be defiant to authority, even in looking at the rules violations that you've received since you've been in our county jail this stint. They just seem to be silly violations of you not following orders, being where you're supposed to be. Can you offer shed some light on that? Because I've got just from this incarceration, you have 4 different rules violations. When you were in the jail the last time, you had 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Your Honor, I will be honest, most of those rule violations are for having things like extra books, extra blankets. One was I think that I was outside of my cell for too long after lunch, and I was talking to somebody, after I knew I should have been back in my cell, but after lunch I took a while to get back in my cell, and I know that was, one of the write-ups. And as for your question before, Your Honor, I did have a drug problem bad, and for the past year and a half, I have been clean, and I did complete the Monday program twice under your probation, and I was just a whole different person, Your Honor. Like, I wish my dad was here to be able to tell you. I really was, like, drugs really had a hold of me, and it's just the honest truth, Your Honor. Like, I was a whole different person, and people didn't want to be around me, and I've been rebuilding relationships with all of my family, trying to, and I don't want to be that person anymore. Like, I just want to go home to my family. I don't want to be in prison. I don't want to do any more time. I really want to show that I can do what you asked me to do, and I know that there is still a long road ahead of me regardless, but I'm just not cut out for it, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I really am sorry for, those decisions that I made. And but I'll be totally honest with you, Lord knows my heart, I was just seriously addicted to drugs, and so that was my biggest, obstacle. And, I've been clean for 1.5 years, like I said, and I no longer have that obstacle above me. So that's pretty much what I can say about that.
Does your mother have some health issues?
Yes.
What's going on with her?
She has a severe fibromyalgia, and she's basically bedridden right now. And when I was out, I was living with her and I was helping her, to get around the house. And she just has like severe narcolepsy and fibromyalgia, and her whole life that has taken a big grasp on her. And she has something to do with her heart. I don't know exactly what it is, but she has been in the hospital multiple times, even since I've been in here, because of her heart. And so I don't know like the full details, Your Honor, but
Are you on methadone right now?
yes,
Are they giving it to you at the jail?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court's considered the statements made here today, the purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. Mr. Davenport, you have convinced me that I am going to give you an opportunity on supervision. But again, because of your track record with me, I was prepared to send you to prison when I walked in here. Ms. Shai will verify that I told her I was going to send you to prison. I am going to give you one opportunity. So I'm going to place you into community control for a period of 3 years. You'll be subject to the supervision of the Warren County Probation Department. I'm ordering you to refrain from the use of any drugs, alcohol, or marijuana. You are not permitted to use THC. You literally have been diagnosed with an opioid use disorder and a cannabis use disorder. So you're not allowed to even use marijuana or alcohol. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You are ordered to you're in methadone treatment now with Brightview. You're ordered to successfully complete the substance use disorder treatment to completion. I want him to do the Thinking for a Change course. And where are you working? Where were you working?
Greenpoint Meadows in Franklin.
Are you going back there?
Yes. I've been in contact with my boss.
All right, I'm going to release you on electronically monitored house arrest with work release, which means when you're not at work, you are at home. I'm going to leave that up to your probation officer. Is this going to be Torek?
It'll be me, Your Honor.
You, okay. I am going to assess the cost of the prosecution against you as well. If you don't pay those, I can order you to do community service of up to 40 hours per month until you're paid in full or an appropriate schedule is established. One of the differences, Mr. Davenport, I would agree with you that the length of this pursuit was fairly short, but that's probably one thing, and hopefully your commitment today to remaining sober and getting on with your life. You understand, as we sit here today, this is the only chance you're going to get from me.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay. You're also subject to the mandatory post-release control, which, Ms. Shai, is there any questions?
No,
Mr.
thank you, Your
Davenport,
Honor.
do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let's get it right, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep.
My pen was tight.